Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Welcome to my review of Dragon Ball Super episode 42. Wow. This was such a comedic, hilarious episode. Well, in a way, it was actually pretty funny, and I really did feel bad for BEERUS, the God of Destruction, getting reduced to actually wearing the MONAKA costume. Oh my god. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was pretty damn awesome to see a fight like that. I mean, yeah, even though it was for comedic purposes, I really thought, I swear to God, it was going to be some, like, kind of like, some fake shit that they did, like, way back after Battle of Gods, where, like, Mr. Satan pretended to battle BEERUS, but it was some kind of, like, some kind of, like, creature thing that pretended to be BEERUS, like an actor, like a puppet, like, a fake thing, like, you know what I mean, how he stages his stuff, kind of like he did back in that one filler with the Cell games, well, not Cell games, I'm sorry, the Majin Buu, the whole tournament thing where they show that little stupid ass fake play with Mr. Satan beating up, the fucking, pretending that he was the one who saved the planet from Cell games and shit like that. That. I thought it was gonna be something like that, but this was actually funny, but kind of cool at the same time. And it kind of gets to show you that Goku is definitely getting, like, above and beyond tier on BEERUS' level. Now imagine if he would have went all out and if he would have used the Kaioken plus God form. Oh man, BEERUS would have gotten some damage right there. But, both of them fight was actually pretty good. And you know what's actually stunning? I think a lot of people have probably said this by now. The animation for an episode like this was pretty damn fucking good. Like, literally, I did not find any kind of errors whatsoever with this episode. Like, usually I spot out, I played, the Where's Waldo of Toei, where it's basically, okay, spot the bad animation somewhere, guys. And it's like, no, I didn't really spot anything. Surprisingly, for an episode like this, which should have had this sort of same quality animation when we had the Universe 6 tournament, I'm just saying, get it? I'm just saying, you see what I did there? I'm talking about Dragon Ball Super, but you get what I mean. It's like, you know what I mean, though. It's like, we could have used top tier movie quality why, Toei, why? You could have done something like this for part of the tournament. I mean, yeah, Goku vs. Hit was amazingly well done, but everything else could have used better animation. I mean, the Vegeta and the Kaba thing was actually pretty awesome, too. I mean, yeah, some animation aspects could have been better, but still. And even the VEGETA fight was pretty fine as well, even though, again, not the perfect animation, but it was still awesome. But this was actually really damn amazing. Like, why couldn't we get animation like this? I understand Toei has their budgeting days. Even the next episode, for a goddamn slice of life episode, looks much better. And it's... But, a lot of people are like, oh, don't panic. The Blu-rays are going to be better. They're going to spot it up. They're going to clean it. They're going to make it a billion times better. And for the most part, you're right. They did do the same thing with Sailor Moon Crystal, so I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing here with the Dragon Ball Super Blu-ray, whenever the hell they get released here, which I'm still waiting on Toei to get their asses in gear and get the licensing to the series. I mean, not Toei, Funimation, but you know what I mean. Funimation really, I get Funimation. It's not their fault. It's Toei. They're being very strict. They don't know what this is going to go. They don't know how much money they're going to make out of this, because you know what, Toei, it's all about money. So they don't know how much. However, though, speaking of which, before I get into anything, I am happy to announce that the Dragon Ball Z Kai Buu Saga dub is going to happen. I'll try to find it, but I did see a recent interview. I mean, it wasn't the most recent, but it was close to a month ago, where it was some British Comic-Con thing that they have in Britain or something like that. And basically, he wasn't supposed to talk about this, but apparently this kind of slipped up. And apparently he mentioned that the Dragon Ball Z Kai's Buu Saga dub is finito. It's a wrap. It's finished. So it's already done. Their only final thing they need to do now is to produce it. How? We don't know. We don't know of any word of any DVDs or freaking Blu-rays, or them just waiting for freaking Toonami to catch up, which is probably my best guess at this point. I'm pretty sure there will be DVDs and Blu-rays down the line. It's just, I'm pretty sure they're just waiting for the right time to finally air it. And they also did say something about Dragon Ball Super. They said they're getting closer. I mean, they're getting there. They're sort of kind of getting there to getting that licensing, man, to Dragon Ball Super. And then once they do, it's like, cool, you know, we might actually finally get it. And then, you know, cool, we're in. We're going to get the voice actors together, the cast and crew reunited again, and actually dub this series, which would be really nice. And again, I think it's just taking a while because it is Toei's part. So definitely, I really cannot wait to see. They said they're hopefully going to try to get something released this year, if sometime either during the summertime or basically during like the end of 2016, which is their possibility that they're going to try to get the license. Let's hope and pray that they do, especially because of the translations. I'm just saying, there are certain sub-translations that could be, you know, done right, but again, Funimation doesn't have the rights to simulcast it, either with dub or sub, whatever, so yeah, it's very hard to get into it sometimes, but some of the translations could use some work. I'm just saying. But I know I went out completely off topic. Getting back to the episode. So basically there's a party going on. I know. Now we're getting into the actual review. There's a party going on right here. And it kind of looks like the same party setting they had in Battle of Gods. And basically MONAKA is just there to deliver some stuff. And Mr. Satan's like, you know what? Hey, you know, maybe this could be the right time for me to take you up on that offer. And, you know, train you and sponsor you for my gym. We already got, like, a little mascot of you right here sponsoring our gym. And it's that same girl that you know, it's like a little disguise thing. You know, the things that you wear, like, in one of those, like, mascot things. And basically, it's that same girl that we saw back in the Cell games, that one of the famous martial artists, you know, her. Yeah, she's actually wearing that. And what happens is basically, you know, since MONAKA came to the party, Goku's pretty much going to be there, and BEERUS is still trying to hide the secret that MONAKA is actually weak. And everybody else finally figured it out after Trunks and Goten did something incredibly stupid, because they're kids, trying not to share a fucking box. And what happens is that they knock it over, MONAKA starts crying because he gets knocked down, he gets hurt, and they're like, what happened? I thought he was this world's strongest. So anyways, while that happened, apparently Goku is pretty much trying to actually take MONAKA away. Poor little bastard, but I feel a little sad for him now, especially for how weak he is. Basically takes him and drags him to actually challenge him. But, you know, we have Chiaotzu. He's trying to pretty much use, like, a gravitational thing to make Goku, like, pretty much, like, he could lose pressure of his body. Also, we do have Krillin using Solar Flare to blind him so that way BEERUS can get into the costume. And that happens. And yeah, at first sometimes the costume could kind of rip a little bit while BEERUS was doing some of his movements. But other than that though, even though it was for like comedic purposes, it was actually still pretty funny. I mean, not funny, but it was still actually a pretty cool fight actually, to be perfectly honest. Even though it was for like comedic effect, the fight itself was actually, it was good. I actually enjoyed it for the most part, and even though it was meant just to be as a little lie, as a joke, it actually did give Goku the upper hand and making him thinking like, okay, you know what? This is actually a really awesome challenge. Like, I'm actually glad I got to fight you. So he was trying to actually, and I like how like BEERUS was trying to make, you know, the little sounds that pretty much go with that sounds like MONAKA, like, you know, like a like that kind of sound. So basically, while he was doing that, he actually found out like while he was fighting him too, part of the costume was tearing apart. And it's funny that Piccolo and Vegeta had very terrible acting skills, because Piccolo, he just said like, oh, I think he's using some kind of like some kind of power to pretty much stretch me away or something like that. I'm like, wow, you guys are shitty actors. Even Vegeta's like, wow, like, yeah, something about like, I forget what he said. It was something about like, he has the power to drag me out from like where I was or something like that, like some kind of pull. I have no fucking idea, but it was just a really shitty excuse Piccolo came up with. So epic fail on his part. But you know what's also an epic fail? Fucking Yamcha. Yamcha almost blew the entire thing. Because Yamcha is a fucking idiot. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I mean, the good old days of the original Dragon Ball, where he was much better and his martial arts skills were off the chain, and he wasn't, you know, a loser like he is pretty much now, which is kind of why Bulma pretty much got, you know, the Super Saiyan D instead of the Wolfang Fist D. I'm just saying there are reasons for that, because Yamcha's a piece of shit, okay? He was cool in the beginning of Dragon Ball, and he actually showed potential, you know, okay, cool, you know, he's gonna be better in the next series, but no, he sucked, he got blown away by Cyberman, even though he trained on Kama's Lookout. Okay, yeah, wasted character potential, fail. So, even on King Kai's planet, he still kind of failed in actually training, and Yamcha now, he's done. I'm so glad he retired from fighting, because he sucks, honestly. I mean, it really is a shame, because back in the good old days, he was really cool, but now it's like, ever since Dragon Ball Z, he's become so shitty, and even the Team 4-star, DBZ Abridged, even has the audacity to always make fun of him all the time. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, so it's just, I really, really just despise him. Poor is a much better useful person than you. Your fucking cat is much better than you. When your cat is better than you, you're a pathetic human being, honestly. Like, wow. Like, even, like, your best little, you know, butt buddy, TN, was even, like, looking at you funny. Like, what the fuck, dude? Good job. And then everyone else. BEERUS was fucking pissed off, and I don't know why he called everybody else useless. To be honest with you, it was more of Yamcha, who's the real useless one. And I did like, Poor, how she transformed into BEERUS, while BEERUS was actually fighting up there as, like, the MONAKA costume. But, you know, still, Yamcha's still a piece of shit for almost ruining the game. But luckily, Goku is a bit dense, and he thought he did some kind of technique where he separated himself, like Majin Buu did. So, like, from a good, calm, you know, gentle person to, like, this evil, demonic, angry motherfucker. So, it kind of makes sense Goku would have seen that, because Goku, he's not the brightest tool in the tool shed. Sometimes, yeah. He's a genius when it comes to his martial arts skills, and he's very, very persistent, and his strategies are really off the charts. But when it comes to him not seeing the obvious, yeah, he's pretty freaking dense. Like, he really is. And I'm just surprised Chi-Chi was able to, sadly, keep up with him for that long. Just saying. So, anyways, that's pretty much it after that. So, at least they were really close for ruining BEERUS' life. So, the party pretty much continued on, you know, from what it was. BEERUS was pretty much fucking sweaty and just really just, like, mad that he had to go through all that, you know, ridiculousness. And they succeeded, and BEERUS is like, he regrets now actually lying about, you know, about lying to Goku about stuff like that. So yeah, he pretty much regrets it. Even though he is a god of destruction, he kind of regrets it. So yeah, and then it was kind of cute at the end, like, Poor turns back to herself after from BEERUS. It was kind of cute. So that's pretty much the episode. Overall, it was a good episode. It was funny. I liked it. For a simple, funny party episode, it was funny. I liked it. And not to mention, the battle itself was actually really cool. Even though it was sort of a, you know, not really BEERUS, but it was cool though. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And BEERUS did look like it was giving his all, even though he wasn't really trying to give his all. But regardless, I thought it was pretty cool. And it was funny. There was a lot of low moments. There was a lot of funny moments in this actual episode. So yeah. And again, I stay delivered. Yamcha is still a piece of shit. Which is why he ain't getting no fucking boneless pussy, okay? He ain't getting none of that. Vegeta already got all that. Yamcha, you're done, honestly. Like, oh my god. But anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I think this is actually a really good episode. Like, despite it being like a simple, like, I guess you could say a little fillerish episode, sort of, but it was funny. I liked it. It was enjoyable, you know, for the most part. Even though it wasn't like the biggest thing, you know, there. It was just, you know, a little lie just to make Goku, you know, believe in the fact that he still needs to improve himself. So yeah, so that was fine. So again, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Just a good overall little enjoyable episode of Super. Next week's episode, I don't know how to feel about it. I may or may not watch it, depending though. It's basically about like Pan and Goku's ki for some reason is going out of control, and Pan is just doing also kinds of shit, and he's trying really hard to take care of her. And I like the end of the preview while she sees like Emperor Pilaf in them. She actually like freaking powers up, and I'm like, wow. Like, the baby could become pretty much OP as it is. I mean, first we had MLP with the fucking Alicorn. Now we have Pan already powering up as a little infant. What the hell? So, yeah, I don't understand these, like, Saiyans, Alicorns, born, and then already getting the gift of power. It's fucking strange sometimes. So, I'm done. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below this episode. And I'm done. I'll see you guys next time for episode... Maybe, yeah, I'll probably still watch it, and I'll see, it could be funny also. And I'm really hoping we do get to the new arc soon, because I heard this new arc that's gonna probably happen is going to be pretty cool, and I heard there's going to be a lot of returning characters from what I heard. So, I mean, there's no manga of it yet, but episode-wise, I mean. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm done. This is the Ninja Reviewer signing out. Peace, all love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. I'll see you guys next week for episode 43. Possibility. Yeah, probably. I mean, if it's not, you know, if it's a whatever episode, I may or may not review it. But regardless, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah. But